So you get into this accident. Felipe Avila's car gets wrecked, but your own car is wrecked as well. You
Well,
can't
it's not
even.
my car. Yeah, you can't drive it. I mean, the picture. It was when I woke up, because I was out cold. You know what I mean, and it's part of my testimony. You know what I'm saying, and I told God, you know what I'm saying, that I would tell people He really exists. You know what I'm saying, and you make a deal with God. You know what I'm saying. I made a deal with Him. I said, yo, listen, man, I seen firsthand what can happen. I'm out cold, bro. You see those cars, there's no way I was supposed to be living unless I have a purpose. But I remember just being out cold, and then all of a sudden, it was just like a breath. And then, and when I heard that, my eyes opened. And I don't know if I was gone. I don't know what was going on, but my heart's beating. I got things on me I'm not supposed to have. And I'm like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I gotta go. You know what I mean? So I took flight.
Right, because your head is bleeding at this point.
Bleeding.
You
I'm
could barely
bleeding,
walk.
barely walk. I'm limping up the block. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, mind you, I got some weed in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? I ain't supposed to have no weed. I'm out on bail. You know what I'm saying? I'm limping. I'm trying to get away. And yeah, I got away. And I went home like everybody else would do.
Okay. And the car was actually registered to your cousin.
Yeah.
So the police show up at your cousin's house, basically?
Yeah, and they start the investigation, and then my blood, and then it goes on and on and on. And then, it's just a thing, became a thing. You know what? I can't run. Where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I'm facing 30 fucking years. You know what I'm saying? I'm facing a long, long time. And that's when you start to care about the things when you're facing that. Like, oh shit, and you start doing the math. You like, whoa, you know what I mean? Think I can't really walk now? I have a cane and everything.
Once the adrenaline wears off and, you know, you get back into your regular life. I mean, you're still injured and whatever else, but you sit back and think, well, I didn't go and murder this man purposely, but through my own actions,
Yeah,
this man lost his life.
yeah,
This man will never get to
yes,
do
and
anything again.
exactly.
How much did that really hurt you
Well,
internally?
at first, because I was so fucked up, selfish person, and again, I'm not saying this in no, I didn't understand the amount of damage I've done at that time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what's the big deal? They making this thing a big deal. It's really not the big deal. And like, what's going on? I didn't mean to do it. Like all these excuses. Why am I being punished? I didn't mean to do it. I didn't do this and I didn't do that. But yeah, I did because I had no business driving in the first place. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't have been driving. I shouldn't have put myself in that situation. You know what I mean? So I have to take full responsibility for it. And I've did, you know what I'm saying? And like I told them, this is the same conversation that I'm having with you about this incident and that I have with the parole board, New York State Parole Board, and they felt it deemed that, you know what I'm saying, that I should be released.
Well, you were facing 30 years,
Yeah.
and ultimately, what did they give you?
Well, since I had two cases, you know what I'm saying, I had two different separate indictments. So I'm facing criminal possession of a firearm in the second degree, which as a second time felony offender in New York State, your minimum is 7 years, your maximum is 15 years. So for that, out of the plea bargain, I plead out to get the minimum time, which would be 7 years. Out of a 7 year flat sentence, you do 6 with 5 years remaining on post release supervision. Then on a manslaughter conviction, I was trying to get vehicular manslaughter or negligent manslaughter, but they wouldn't give it to me. They went with the higher charge of reckless manslaughter. So then I got 4 years, 8 months to 14 for that sentence. But then when they merge it together, it becomes the 6 from the 7 becomes your minimum because it's higher than the 4. So that swallows the 4. And then your 14 becomes your maximum. So it turned my sentence into an indeterminate sentence of 6 to 14 years.
So you're basically in your mid 30s at this point.
Yeah, yeah,
You're 35 years old, roughly,
yeah.
and they're telling you you might have to do close to 15 years
Yeah,
in the
my
worst case.
yeah, my CR, my conditional release would have been somewhere around 9 years, 4 months. That's what I had in my mind. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm going to this parole board. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be truthful and honest and live my truth. You know what I mean? But I mean, it was God's blessing. You know what I'm saying? That I was that you know I made it. You know.